No problem at all. Love of mine.
This is What Will Remain by Rumi. Lovers, wake up! When the body and soul no longer remain, your heart, relieved of the body, will fly as high as it can. Wash the dust from your soul and heart with wisdom's water. Awaken, lest your two eyes be left gazing at this dusty place in remorse. Doesn't everything that exists have love as its soul? Except for love, nothing you see will forever remain. Your being unborn is like the east, and your appointed term is like the west, within another sky that does not look like this sky. The way toward heaven is inward. Lift the wings of love. Once the wings of love are strong, no need for a ladder remains. Do not look at the world from outside. See the world behind your eyes. If you shut your two eyes to this world may not remain. Your heart is like the rooftop, and the senses are the downspout. Take your water from the roof before the gutters fall into ruin. Read from the table of your own heart the whole of this ghazal. Don't watch my tongue. Lips and tongues will not remain. The human body is the bow, breath and words its arrows. When the arrow and quiver are gone, no use for the bow remains. So this is taken from Love's Ripening, which is a collection of poems by Rumi, translated by Kabir Helminski and Ahmad Rezwani. Rumi was a prolific 13th century Sufi poet and still one of the greatest minds and artists to this day. When he wrote that poem, it was a call to action. The first line is, "Lovers, wake up." And I believe he wasn't just referring to people who were in romantic relationships. I believe he was referring to everyone. And he had this belief that love was at the core of every human being and at the core of everything in existence, which I find to be true as well. And, at the time, I can only imagine why he wrote that poem and what his perspective was and how he sort of cautioned people against the dangers of overconsumption and materialism, which is still very, very true today. But it definitely takes on another meaning, considering that love feels very absent in the times that we're living in, and people are so divided and just living in separation and fear. And I think what we need more than anything is for people to see other people as humans and to learn how to see and hear each other. 2020 was a year of reckoning. It was a year of upheaval for so many, and, it was a year of grief. And for me personally, I lost a lot of close people. And I lost a lot of friends because I questioned the mainstream narrative, and I honor them and I love them. And I guess in the sphere of politics, it's a sticky situation and everything's become so political. But I think that was created to, again, divide people, separate people, create labels to divide and other people. On both sides, there is a lot of turmoil and there's a lot of corruption in the world. I think the only thing that's going to move us forward as a collective, as a nation, as a country, as a human race is to remember that love is at our core. Love is everything. Love is who we are as people, and it is our mission in life to love and to be love, to embody that without fear or judgment or shame. That is what I've been ruminating on lately. So that inspired me to write my own poem. This is titled, What Still Remains. Lovers, wake up. Pull back the curtain, unmask this breathless veil. Cut those puppet strings that stretch from limb to limb, east to west, generation to generation, splayed out across the echo chamber of space and time, expanding one body, one blood, one bird, all flesh, flailing and erupting with two wings tied behind its head. Left and right, devouring itself, bound in trust upon the crucifix of deception, the hour drawing nearer now. Wake up. Dearest lovers, singers, dream keepers, truth seekers, awaken. Hear this song, carry this prayer, precious cargo of survival, the cries of our drowning republic, our still small vessel of breath and words, the body, you and I, its final ship, sailing through the centuries of a world overslept. Lean inward, lovers, quick, while it wipes the sleep from its eye. Come closer, quietly. Place your ear on the keyhole of heaven's widening door, entering now the human heart. Our eternal hero slips through the crack in the dead of night, setting us free. We arrive in laughter, heads beveled back, swinging like children from the branches of one ancestral tree, climbing higher towards the last flesh of sky. All hands unfurled, reach for the fruit of what still remains.
Say it's here where our pieces fall in place. Any rain softly kisses us on the face. Anywhere means we're running, we can sleep and see them coming. Where we drift and call it dreaming, we can weep and call it singing.
I want to lie on it. Don't follow me, 'cause then you'll fall. You hear me? This camera.
Where we pray when our hearts are strong enough. We can bow 'cause our music's warmer than blood. Where we see enough to follow, we can hear when we are hollow. Where we keep the light we're given, we can lose and call it living. Where the sun isn't only sinking fast, every night knows how long it's supposed to last. Where the time of our lives is all we have, and we get a chance to say before we ease away, for all the love you left behind, you can have mine.